Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins as they take on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad... kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete. Parker, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Cook found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. William Hayes able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action now. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 47 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Forbath out to kick this one away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense getting the football back here, and this is a team that all of a sudden looking pretty good, 6-6. They won at home last week against Buffalo, so now they're 5-1 in the friendly confines this year.
And they're going to need to be really good in those friendly confines because out of their last 4 games, 2 of them are at home, but look who they're playing. New England and Jacksonville. And you know Jacksonville can wreck a team with their defense. How about at Minnesota and at Buffalo to finish? Not an easy stretch for the Dolphins, but they still have hope to try and reach the playoffs.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but